Hello children, today we're going to start a new chapter in science and the name of the chapter is air. So very interesting chapter. So what is air? So an air is an invisible thing that is present around us but which we cannot see with our naked eyes. But we can feel there is air present out there. So in air there are many valuable gases for us with the help of which we are able to survive, and one of the very most important gases is oxygen. So if air is not there, we won't be able to breathe and we won't be able to survive. So that's the importance of air. And here there are some few activities given to you which shows the presence of air. So one of the activity out here is you can take an empty glass. You can perform this at your home. So you can take an empty glass and put it inside a bucket that is upside down. So while doing so, you will feel the upward thrust from the glass, and if you just tilt it, you will see bubbles coming out. That proves that air is present everywhere and air is even present inside the glass. So while doing so, whenever you are putting the glass upside down to the water, air will try to come out from there. Why? Because water will be trying to fill the glass, and in doing so air will be coming out. So you see air in forms of bubbles. So this is an experiment which you can do it at home. So same way, while doing so, at the end when you totally immerse the glass, you will see it will look something like this. So glass will be immersed inside the bucket and water will be filling the glass from the down. So these are some of the experiment, and there is also another experiment out here which shows that air is also present in the soil. So this experiment, as is given here, you can go through your book, the activity, and you can perform this experiment. And this experiment proves that air is there in soil, with the help of which minute organisms which live in the soil, all the bacteria and all very small insects and all, they are able to breathe because soil is inside the soil there is also gases. Now we see the percentage of air. Now if you see, according to the diagram out here, it gives us the composition of air. So 78.08% is your nitrogen gas, 20.946% is your oxygen gas, and remaining the small portion out there are your other gases, which includes your argon, your carbon dioxide, neon, helium, methane, krypton, and hydrogen gases. So these are the gases which are present out there. Those are in a very small amount. So one of the very important gas, that is oxygen gas, is present there, that is 20.946%. So composition of air. Now the gases which are present out here, those are very important gases to us: oxygen, carbon dioxide, neon, helium. So these are all very important gas which have their own property in uniqueness. Now there is also another experiment out here which you can perform, which shows, this experiment shows us that air occupies space. So what it does out here is, in this experiment, two bottles are taken, and at the cap of the bottle they have covered it with some clays and all. So it will be very difficult for you if you take clays. So you can take other substance. So what it does, the purple thing out there is the clay. So they are taking a funnel and they are putting inside a bottle and they are covering it with a clay. So while doing so, when they are pouring water from above, the water doesn't enter. As soon as they take a small nail and prick that purple portion out there, that means clay. Now after doing so, all the water in the funnel will enter the bottle. This shows that this bottle also has air. So what usually happens is, inside the bottle there's already air out there. So whenever you are pouring a water from the funnel, because air is out there, water will not be able to enter inside the bottle because air will be holding the water out there. As soon as you prick the purple portion out there, that means clay, you find that some air space is created out there. So from that space air will be coming out, and as soon as air comes out, the bottle will be empty and water will be able to enter inside the bottle. So these are some of the experiment, and there is another experiment out here which you can just go through and do it at your home. So these are some of the experiment out there. Now here some of the important component of gases are given to us. Nitrogen, which is 78% out here, 78% is nitrogen. So this nitrogen gas is not directly consumed by human being, so they are first taken up by the animals. So this animals and plants, they take this nitrogen. Like you have a plant, in their roots you have a certain bacteria called in rhizobium. You have in the plant, there is a plant named leguminous plant. So in its root it has some bacteria which can take the nitrogen from the atmosphere, and it will through which plants gets nitrogen. So after that, when plants get nitrogen, that's how human beings and animal get this nitrogen through plants. Next one is oxygen, which is very important for us because it helps in the process of respiration. Then next one is carbon dioxide. The sources of carbon dioxide is usually animals and human beings. So carbon dioxide is required by plants in order to make their food. So these are some of the very important gases which are present out there. Now there are many activities out here. So I think this one, okay, so there is an experiment given to us out here which shows that they are taking two candles, and they have kept inside they have kept that candles inside two glasses. So the main thing out here is we need to show that oxygen supports combustion. That means if in order to burn the candles and all, we do require oxygen. So what it does out here is, I'll just explain you the experiment. Out here we need to show which one of the candle will burn a longer, and the answer is the candle which has a longer glass. That means this one will burn longer than this. The reason out here is because of the shape of the glass. You can see the glass is bigger